Hey, this is Matt Ackerson, the founder of AutoGrow.co, as you may already know. And in this video, I'm talking about growth hacks versus Flywheel. Okay, growth hacks versus Flywheel. And this is, if you don't know what I mean, I'll explain it in a second. But I was watching an interview with Andrew Warner. He was interviewing Rand Fishkin of Moz, originally from, called SEO Moz. And this is a very successful company. If you haven't already heard of it, they create products for helping small established businesses and local businesses to rank higher in Google. So they create tools and have a very nice and community around their product and a big following, and a very successful company making $47 million per year. And Rand Fishkin is the founder of the business. He bootstrapped the company for a while, then took VC investment. And in the interview, um, you know, what kind of struck me as interesting, what I wanted to talk to you about in this video, is what Rand said. He said, and because he recently came out with his book, so he's kind of talking about that. This idea of growth hacks versus flywheel marketing. And he was explaining how in the startup community, growth hacks used to kind of be this sexy thing, but in his opinion now, people have kind of shifted their perspective to more of a flywheel marketing type of mindset. And this was kind of news to me. I don't follow startup trends. I don't follow trends in general. I think that you really have to carve your own path if you want to be successful. You can't just be following people and monitoring the competition all the time. But it was interesting to me because this was a really, I felt, clear way of expressing how I've always thought about marketing, and it relates perfectly to the concept of a sales funnel. Because what a flywheel imagine like a giant wheel the size of like a Ferris wheel, if you will, that you might go on at like a carnival. So that size, right? And imagine there's like a lever that you can kind of push, to make it go. Maybe you go like this, I don't know, but you're able to make it go, and it's so heavy and so massive though, so it only moves, very small, very incrementally at first, until you get it going, because maybe you just have more momentum as you move, so that inertia makes it easier. You can start running. You have a team with you, so it just can spin faster and faster and faster over time. And it just has this massive kind of multiplier stacking effect, if you will. So that's what a flywheel is versus growth hack. Uh, uh, a growth hack is, if you're not familiar, something where it's kind of like a one-off type of thing where you do it once and you might see like a pop in users, for example, or in conversions, or your email list being built, or um, in sales, right? And I think that growth hacks are what a lot of entrepreneurs who are just kind of starting out are really looking for. And it's a lot of the advice that I get from other people too. It's like, oh, why don't you go do this? Why don't you run around and do this? Why don't you go, speak in front of an audience, or, run over here and do this thing that you can only do once and we'll get you a result. But then, you know, so to me, because I'm such of the mindset, so I'm not totally against those tactics, but I am much more of the mindset of flywheel marketing. Um, because, for example, when you have a sales funnel, which is in itself is a system, right? That gives you leverage. That's much like a flywheel, and similar to what we were doing in the months of January, February, and March, where we more than tripled revenue. I think we actually came close to quadrupling it in that time frame. Um, but what we would do is every week we had another focus, another different part of the funnel that we were focusing on. Traffic at the top, uh, email list building towards the middle, um, sales conversions towards the bottom, and upselling and otherwise maximizing customer lifetime value at the bottom. And then we would go back to the top, at the end of the first 4 weeks, and then it would start over again, right? And because we would just have that laser focus, one part of the funnel, one part of the marketing system each week, that's a big, that caused discomfort. It helped us to focus, and it just gave us a system, and that was our leverage. That helped us to turn the metaphorical flywheel, if you will, faster and faster and faster. And we've fallen out of that recently, but we're going to start doing that again because it worked so well. And the best ideas always kind of rose to the top because, like my team, we always had this brainstorm session where we pick out the best ideas, and then we would, slot them for the next week. And then we would just focus on executing the top 1, 2, or 3 ideas that we could get done in that time frame. So so my Matt hack for today is one of mindset and of overall strategy. So don't be one of these people that goes around looking at different blog posts. Don't believe the hype. Believe in yourself. Okay, believe in flywheel marketing and have a flywheel type of mindset where it's about creating leverage, because you can run around all day, you can go to every networking event, you can meet all the right people, but you need to have a system, and so you can stack the bricks and you can just keep building and building and building. And I could show you our Google stats all day long. It's the proof is in the numbers. Sales like this, traffic like this, email list like this. So that's my Matt hack for today. All right. So if you'd like more tips, more Matt hack videos like this, be sure to subscribe to our newsletter. The option to subscribe is either directly below this video, or if you're on our website, click on the Matt hacks directly in the navigation above this video. All right. So if you have a question that you'd like me to consider answering in a future Matt hacks video, or perhaps for us to write an in-depth article on, leave a comment below or hit reply on the email that I sent you this video in, and let me know. I'd love to hear from you. All right. So until next time, my name is Matt Hack in the Mad Hat, delivering you your daily dose of Mad Hacks. Keep hustling, stay focused.